Hey guys, so I drew this. This is Gerald. Let's just call him Gerald. He is my attempt at drawing what a perfect human would look like. Now, Gerald is much different from a regular Homo sapien like you and me. He is digitigrade, he walks on his toes. So he is much taller than us. He's around 7 feet tall. And he also has a tail. Now, the reason why is that when his species evolved, which is very close to the human species, they did not lose their tails because it became a status of health and vitality. You know how animals develop superficial traits to make the females adore them because those traits basically show how big and strong they are? That's the same thing, but with a tail. The tail also helps him run faster and balance better. So he's incredibly agile and acrobatic and also very fast and basically has the endurance of Forrest Gump. He can run, he can just go and go and go. And even with even with arthritis, which is why he has that cane, he can run fast, but it would hurt. Anyways, um, so also, you see that line on his stomach right there? That's his pouch. He has a pouch like a kangaroo. Female members of this species have tiny nipples inside of the pouch to help the baby grow inside of it. His pouch is mostly there just for carrying the child around until it gets to about the age of 5. And after the age of 5, the kid comes out and stays out of the pouch. Also, let's see. Also, another thing. So, he like down there in the pants, his genitals can recede in his body like other animals. The other animals do that basically to protect their junk. You know, you know how bad it is to be kicked in the balls? You know how painful that is? You know how it could potentially damage you and make you not have kids if you got hit there really hard? He doesn't have that problem. They're safely tucked away inside. You kick him in the crotch, it's not going to affect him that much. It's not going to hurt real bad. Or it's not going to hurt like being. It's not going to hurt like how it would hurt if you and I were kicked in the crotch. Another thing, he has osteoderms under his skin. Under his skin are little bony plates that help with armor. He can take a beating and still keep on going. Another thing, his arteries and veins can contract more than our arteries and veins, which means that his blood can flow faster than our blood, which means he has a higher metabolism, which means that this guy can eat a 3-course meal 3 times a day for a month and still keep his shape just by doing daily activities. No special workout routine. Now, also, that means since he has such a high metabolism, he moves more often during the day. Like, he moves around a lot. And in his culture, running is an incredibly popular activity to do. Like, running is very inherent in his culture, something that every single person does. So, also, he has very good hearing. Did I mention that before? I don't think I did, but he has very good hearing. He can hear a pin drop. And also, he has very good eyesight. His eyes can see in the dark. He has very good low light vision, like cats. And also, he has a bit of a smaller nose than most humans, or he has a bit of a smaller nose than Homo sapiens, and that's for when it's cold. His ears and nose are small because he specifically is from a race where they live in the northern parts of the world. It's just like race with humans. You know how in like there are differences between different races of people. Well, that is the same for his species. There are different races of his species based on where they live. So he has smaller ears and nose because he lives in the more colder regions where the winters are much colder than at the equator. In hotter environments, his race would have, or in hotter environments, the species would have larger ears and also less body hair. Let's see. Yeah, like this guy, he has peak physical condition for Homo sapiens. He's just average in his species, but he's like peak physical condition in Homo sapiens. So yeah, he runs fast. The fastest one has ever clocked. The fastest one of his species that has ever clocked went around like 45 miles an hour. That's like more than half of. That's like more than twice the speed of Usain Bolt, which is currently the world's fastest man alive. And average, their speed clocks in at around 25 miles an hour. and that's when they're sprinting, the average one. So it's insane. Like, I'm trying to comprehend how, what I have created here. Like, I want to be this guy. I would love to be this guy. I would love to be, I would love to be a species of human like that. I'm sure everyone would, even if they look very different from how we look. Another thing, you can see how his head is a bit shorter than a normal human head proportionally. Proportionally, like over half of our head is forehead, but his head is more wide than tall. And that's because his brain is smaller. Now, he's not less he's not less intelligent as a Homo sapien. That's a common mistake that people make. They say, "Oh, smaller brain means more stupid," but that's not really the truth. In fact, what this basically means is that his brain is just as developed as a human brain, but more compact. His brain is incredibly compact. Like, it's more tight together and compressed together. So the neurons are less spaced out, which means thoughts can happen faster, which means he also has faster reflexes. He has incredibly fast reflexes, thanks to the fact that his neurons are less spaced out and more close together, because his brain is more compact. So he is as intelligent as a Homo sapien, but with faster reflexes. He has very tough osteoderms under his skin. He has a pouch to carry his young. He has retractable junk that makes it impossible to hurt by kicking at it. He has digitigrade legs that allow him to run faster. He is more muscular. Naturally, his physique is more muscular. He has incredible hearing. He has good low light vision. That's like 9 things that he's better at than a regular Homo sapien. Sorry, 10 things. His lungs have an air sac system, which means that his respiratory system is very, very, very efficient. Which means he also breathes better than a normal human. 10 things he's better. 10 things that makes him better than every single human alive. Anyways, that's my sort of overview of Gerald, the perfect human being. So, anyways, bye.